Make sure you lay in your bed comfortably. Focus on your breathing slowing down and feel how your body is sinking to your bed. The Little Star of Snowfall Ridge. Once upon a time, in a small village called Snowfall Ridge, there lived a young boy named Oliver. The village, nestled in the valley between two snow-covered mountains, was known for its beauty during the winter months. Each year, as Christmas approached, the village transformed into a winter wonderland. Pine trees were decorated with twinkling lights, houses were adorned with wreaths and garlands, and the air was filled with the smell of cinnamon, gingerbread, and the sound of carolers singing. But what made Snowfall Ridge truly special was the legend of the little star. According to the villagers, every Christmas Eve, a single star would appear in the sky, brighter and more brilliant than all the others. This star was said to be a magical gift, shining down on the village with the promise of peace, hope, and joy. The little star was a symbol of Christmas, and it had been part of the village's traditions for as long as anyone could remember. Oliver had heard the story every year since he was little, but this year something was different. Oliver had just turned 10, and while he loved Christmas and the magic of the season, he couldn't help but feel a little bit of sadness. His mother, who had always made the holiday so special, had passed away the previous winter, and things had felt a little emptier since then. His father, a gentle man with kind eyes, did his best to keep the spirit of Christmas alive, but Oliver missed his mother's warmth and laughter. This Christmas, Oliver decided that he would do something special. He wanted to find the little star. The villagers spoke of it as if it were a magical, otherworldly thing, but Oliver believed that if he could just find it, maybe, just maybe, it would bring some of the magic back into his heart on Christmas Eve. The sky was clear and cold, and the snow covered the ground in a soft, glistening blanket. The air smelled of pine and frost. Oliver bundled up in his thickest coat, scarf, and mittens, determined to find the little star. He told his father that he was going for a walk, and his father, with a warm smile, told him to be careful as Oliver walked through the village. He couldn't help but feel the beauty of the night. The houses glowed with soft golden light from inside, and the villagers were gathered around their homes, laughing and talking, enjoying the holiday. But Oliver kept walking, his heart set on finding the star that had become so important to him. He walked up the winding path that led to the top of Snowfall Ridge, where the village could be seen below, nestled in the valley. The air grew colder the higher he climbed, but Oliver didn't mind. He reached the summit of the ridge and stood there, looking out over the village. The night sky was clear, and the stars twinkled in their usual spots, but none of them shone brighter than the others. "Where are you?" Oliver whispered to the sky. He had heard that the little star appeared at the highest point in the village, so he was certain he was in the right place. But no star appeared. The silence of the night seemed to grow deeper, and Oliver began to feel a little disappointed. Just as he was about to turn back, he heard a soft rustling in the snow behind him. He turned, startled, and saw a small figure standing in the shadows. It was a girl, no older than he was, with bright eyes and a coat that shimmered in the moonlight. "Hello?" she said softly, her voice like the sound of a bell. Oliver blinked in surprise. "Who are you?" "I'm Lyra," she said with a smile. "Are you looking for the little star?" Oliver nodded. "I've heard the legend. I thought I could find it tonight." Lyra's smile grew warmer. "The little star is not something that can be found by looking up. It's something you find within." Oliver frowned, not understanding. Within? What do you mean? Lyra stepped closer, her feet barely leaving tracks in the snow. The little star is a reminder of the love and light that we carry inside us. It shines brightest when we share that light with others. It's not a star you can catch or hold. It's a light that lives in the hearts of those who give and receive love. Oliver's heart felt a little lighter, but he still didn't quite understand. So I can't find it? It's just inside me? Lyra nodded. Yes, but sometimes it helps to remind ourselves of that light. Christmas is a time for sharing, for love and kindness. The little star is a gift to those who are open to its warmth. Oliver thought about this for a moment. But what about my mother? She's not here anymore. Lyra's eyes softened. Your mother's love is still with you, Oliver. Love doesn't go away, even when the person we love isn't with us. It stays in our hearts, and when we remember them, we keep that light alive. Tears welled up in Oliver's eyes, but he quickly wiped them away. I miss her so much. Lyra placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. I know, but your mother's light will always be a part of you. You carry it with you, just as you carry her memories. Oliver stood there for a moment, feeling the weight of her words sink in. It was true. His mother's love was still inside him. And maybe, just maybe, that was the little star. Not a shining light in the sky, but the warmth that lived in his heart, the love he had shared with her, and the love he could still give to others. Thank you, Lyra, Oliver said softly. Lyra smiled one last time before turning and walking back into the shadows, leaving Oliver standing at the top of Snowfall Ridge. He looked up at the night sky once more, and for the first time that evening he saw something different. It wasn't a star that stood out, but the entire sky seemed to glow with a soft, gentle light. The stars twinkled a little brighter. The moon seemed a little warmer, and Oliver felt a sense of peace that he hadn't felt in a long time as he made his way back down the ridge. He felt a warmth in his chest that wasn't from the cold night air. It was a warmth that came from within, from the love he had for his mother, and the love that had been passed down to him. He knew that the little star wasn't something he could find in the sky. It was something that lived inside him, shining through his actions, his kindness, and his love for others. When Oliver returned home, his father was waiting by the fireplace, a mug of hot cocoa in his hands. Oliver sat beside him, and without saying a word, his father wrapped an arm around him, pulling him close. They sat there in comfortable silence, watching the flames dance and the snow fall outside the window. And that night, as they both drifted off to sleep, Oliver dreamed of a star shining bright and warm in the sky, surrounded by all the love he had ever known. It was the little star of Snowfall Ridge, and it was shining for him. I hope this story brings you peace and warmth as you drift off to sleep. Merry Christmas.